run this from the start, and I'm gonna go look here, and we should see now more than one row to come in. All right, we got these couple of rows here. If we get AI prompts, and you can see it's like a savvy viewer commented. What he's describing basically what systems analysis does, just more focus on AI implementation. Presence of a chief admin officer in the comments indicates C-level executives are watching, and their primary concerns are operational efficiency, cost reduction, and scale up. Like, look at this. This is a system right here. Like, this is insane, right? So this is like good. This is good. This is high quality stuff. So you can see what we've done here. Well, we've pretty much done this entire thing, right? We did this. Like, we actually just did this right now. We checked people important in the niche. We found out what they're making, found the response to what they're making, and we got high signal real data from it. Okay, so I hope you guys like the demo, and basically we'll just go through how to build it from start to finish. Yeah, so we'll get started by, now I'm filming this before the demo, so you know, that's the demo comes at the end, but I've attached it to the beginning of the video. But basically, let's just figure out what is the goal of this workflow. Well, what I want to build is a trend catcher. Right? I want to build a trend catcher. What does that mean? Well, I wanted to check people in my niche, the content they make, the response to that content, do a combined analysis to give me high quality video ideas. Right? This is the goal. This is what we want to make. So just right off the bat, we're definitely gonna need some people who we think are like, you know, in your niche. Who are the top people in your niche? Alright, so what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've just gotten a bunch of, you know, YouTube channels that I think are people who are important in my niche. So I have here Nick Sarayev. I have, okay. I gave Nate Hurk, Nick Puru. This guy is also someone big in my niche. Jack Roberts, Liam Oatley is obviously somebody who's, you know, big in this niche. I mean, you know, damn. And this guy was very new, but I don't know how he ended up here. But I'll just go with it, I guess. You know, we're not gonna go with it. Okay. All right. So these are the people that I think are the biggest in my niche. And what we have now is their YouTube. Okay. And what I've noticed is that, for example, if I go to LinkedIn, okay, and for example, if we check like Nate Hurk, LinkedIn, Nate Hurkelman, yeah, this guy, you look at his YouTube channel, cheap and easy way to set up CloudBot, no Mac Mini. That was 22 hours ago, okay? And you look at his, okay, this is not what it is. It's fine. Nate Hurk, this guy. How to set up CloudBot VPS step by step. So you see, it's like whatever ends up on YouTube is also what they're posting on their other social medias. Because that's what you do. You know, they have I guarantee that they have a workflow, right? Whenever they post something on YouTube, it's just automatically formatted and posted on a different one. For example, this is what his last YouTube video was about. Just right, the same thing. Cloud Code. Yeah, identity workflows just changed. Cloud Code. That was his last. So it's like whatever ends up on YouTube is probably where you probably find the source of truth, because everything else is also on there. Everything like that's on YouTube is on their other socials as well. And everything that's there is also on YouTube. So we can actually just focus on checking their YouTube channel. And that's also where we can also directly get the comments to their videos, so we can actually find out what people are thinking. So if I just go ahead and make a press tab, right? You press tab to open this up, and you're gonna look for trigger, and let's just go for manual trigger here. Okay, now I'm gonna press the plus, and I'm gonna open the YouTube. There's a native YouTube, which is just absolutely great, right? There's a native YouTube. So what we want to do is we want to get many channels. That's a weird thing. I don't know if that will work. Okay, anyways, look, let's go here. You press more, scroll down, share channel, copy channel ID. I'm going to paste it there. If I execute this step, what's going to happen? We got one item, which is Nick Sarayev. Okay. So what am I supposed to put? A comma and then put another ID? Copy channel ID. Is that how it works? Nate Hurk. Oh. Yeah. That is how it works. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead, go more, share channel, copy channel ID, go back here, put a comma, put that ID, put a comma. I'll put Jack Roberts. Put a comma. And lastly, I'll put Liam Oatley. So if I execute this step, we got 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nate Hurk, we have Nate Hurk, we have Nick Sarayev, we have Liam Oatley, Nick Puru, Jack Roberts. Perfect. Okay, so we have all their channels right now. And the next thing that we want to do is actually, we want to get videos, but we want to get it for each of them. So we're going to do it separately. So we'll put a loop node, make batch size 1, which is fine. And actually what I think we need to do is, this is not right, to be honest. I feel like if we did video, oh crap. Okay. Alright, I just went ahead and just restored this version because I don't want to lose this list of IDs. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to try do video, and then do get many, and then do channel ID, and then paste these in, and then do add option, and I want to do published after, and I want to find the, let's say within the last 7 days, right? So I put this expression and then do this, and then write dot now, and then write dot minus. And now you can put the number 7, which is however many days you want, and then put days so that it knows it's minusing 7 days. Okay? Now if I execute this step, so, because we actually want to get the videos, not so much the channel, you know? And running it like this, it seems, will not work for the get many. Whereas I'm assuming that if I just put one ID, that would work. Right? If I put one ID like this and I execute this step, we have all the videos in the last 7 days. Cloudbot sucks. Cloudbot kind of sucks. Join Maker School. I gave Cloudbot my genome. So it's basically Nick Sarayev's videos in the last week. So I think what we're gonna have to do is have 5 of these nodes, right? 5 of these nodes here. This is a get video node. So press tab, go to YouTube. Go to get many videos, okay, add option, channel ID, and we just want to paste in the ID. So this one was Nick Sarayev, so we'll get rid of that. This should be Nate Hurk. huge AI opportunity. Nate Hurk. Yeah, this is Nate Hurk. And now we'll attach this one here. I'm going to do this for the other channels. Okay. I have it here, which is going to be Nick Puru, Nick Sarayev, Nate Hurk, Jack Roberts, and Liam Wadley. Got their... Do this now, and I should get the videos that they make in the last 7 days. So the last thing I'm going to do is make a merge node and set it to 5. Okay. Because we don't want it to progress without all the data. So we need to have a merge node there. All right, awesome, cool. So this will give us all their videos within the last 7 days, and this will wait for all the videos to come together and be collected. So we check people in my niche and the content they make, and we also want to get the response to that content. So what we'll do now is for each of the videos, we'll write a loop node here. And for each of the videos, we want to check the comments. Now to do that, we need a HTTP request in order to get the comments. Now I'll show you something really quickly. So I'm just going to go ahead and execute this workflow. Okay, cool. I'm going to pin this so we can focus on the same videos all the time. And we look here, we have about 10 videos total, which is fine. I mean, that's about 2 from each channel, which is okay. So we got 24 items that come through here, and here we have loop over items. The thing that we're gonna need though from this is if we want to get the comments, we need the video ID. Now the question is, where is the video ID? Because all right, so let's find a way to get the video ID. The way this outputs stuff is like this, right? Which means that the video ID is this little thing here, right? This is the video ID. So we'll put a set node here. This is a very optional step though. This is just if you're a beginner, I think it's useful to see where all the stuff is. We'll grab title and we'll grab video ID. Okay? Now this will work just to help us see where the stuff is. So if I run this, you see I get one item. 5 agents that replace full-time employees. Video whoever. This was Nick Puru's video. I feel like what else we should do is probably pass the... This is fine, because to be honest, I don't know. I feel like the content of the video is obviously good and obviously matters, but at the same time, it's like we're looking for the comments, because the comments are the real people saying real things, you know, about the video. So you look at it, first of all, everybody's such a copy. Gosh, look at this. This is Claudebot. 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 Okay, this bot is really focused on anti-gravity, which is great. Hey, Claude and Claudebot. Okay, anyways. So we'll get this, and let's get the comments on the videos. To do that, we need a HTTP request. So you just put HTTP request, and I'm going to give you the URL that you need. It's in the description. Put this to get, the URL, put to expression, and paste in this URL. This is going to get comment threads, the snippet, and the video ID is obviously the video ID that we have attached here, the JSON ID, and the key. This is my API key, which will obviously be gone after the video is deleted. I mean, I will delete it after the video is published. And this is just the API key for Gemini. So you just use your Gemini API key for this thing. Max results, 100, order and relevance. Max result, I think we can make this like 200. And we don't think we need authentication because we've just used the API key. So straight up, honestly, if we just run this, it should just run. Like, honestly, it should just run. So let's just try. If I execute this workflow. The video identified by the video ID parameter could not be found. Yeah, I was thinking that doesn't look like the video ID. Like, this is not usually what video IDs look like, you know? They don't usually look like this. Let's go back to the set node. They're usually a lot longer and there are many numbers rather than just this. But, I mean, this is what it's given us as the video ID. Right? That's pretty interesting. Nick Puro. Well, also the thing is, I don't see. Okay. All right, let's do this. So what we'll do is we'll come here, we'll go to settings, we'll say on error, continue using error output, which will create the second branch, and I will just feed this into here. Let's just see if it was one video or it's two videos, or is there a reason? Okay, so we got errors for all of them. The video identified by this could not be found. So there's definitely something wrong with the video IDs that we have over here. Which is funny because they've come straight from YouTube. You know, it's come from YouTube directly. So I'm wondering what exactly is the issue here. Just delete this for a second. Alright, let's look. This is 5 agents that replace full-time employees. It's made by Nick Puru. 5 agents that replace full-time. Where is it? Well, this is the only ones we should really be seeing. So what's funny is 5 agents that replace full-time. Maybe we got the name wrong. No, not that. Nope. 5 agents that replace full-time. Okay. 5 agents that replace full-time employees. Oh, it's a short. Cool. That means we have a little bit of an extra step that we need to now do, which is okay. We can do it right now. I'll show you what we need to do. So let's is there a point where we get the video duration? I wonder, okay, so if I go here and I do add option, video type, episode movie, anybody know what the differences are? Episode? Let's see if that gives us his normal shit, like... Okay, that gave us nothing. Movie? That also gave us nothing. So let's get rid of video type. Okay, let's run this again. 5 AI agents that replace full-time employees, channel ID, title, description, thumbnail, channel title, live broadcast content, publish time. These are shorts. Okay, these are shorts. If we look at Nick Sarayev, ESXX, see, these are not shorts. Well, I don't think so. Yeah, they are not shorts. All right, cool. So we can easily filter these out now. How to automate medical clinic scheduling. Where is it? So we spent 100 plus hours of consulting. That one is a video. That's up here. Okay, trying to find something here. E-tag, ID, category. Okay, so we need to filter out for shorts. Okay, can do that right now. All right, I've just figured out a way to do it using this node here. So actually what we want to do is we want to filter out the shorts, right? We don't want to get shorts in this thing. And the good thing is that since we've set this limit to 10, it's very likely that the remaining are not going to be shorts. So that's fine. Okay. So what we'll do is we have get video data here. Again, same key as in the other one. Video ID, and it's going to get this stuff for us. So I'll just do this here, pin this. This is obviously all in the description, so you don't need to really worry. This is going to be there. So if I execute this workflow, you can see the first thing we're getting out here is of the video, the same video, 5 AI agents that can replace whatever. What I want you to pay attention to is the duration. So the duration, if we look for, there's a search. So duration is here. Okay, so I know that doesn't look like anything, but that's because we just need to convert this to seconds. Okay, and the way we do that is by adding. We're going to add an if node. Okay, and what we're going to write in the if node it looks a bit complex, I know, but again, you just got to paste it in. You don't need to really bother with it. And actually, the whole workflow is in the description, so you can just, you don't even have to worry about anything. Just copy the workflow. It's already there. We want to set this to a boolean and make it true, and we want to make this an expression, and we want to press command. This is it. So we take the duration, which we know isn't in seconds. We have a function to convert it to seconds based on the following conditions. And it's going to check if it's greater than 3 minutes 30 seconds, and that's how we're going to know if it's a short. So as you can see right now, if I look at this, it's false. Why is it false? It's false because this is not this is a short. So if I run this, it's false, right? Because false is a short, in which case we're just going to loop back and let it continue on. But in the case that it is true, is where we're going to go ahead and grab the ID again and put that one into into the thing. So we'll take the video ID, we'll take the video title, here it is. Okay, and now if I execute this, you can see we got, this is still saying could not find the YouTube video, which doesn't make sense though, because this one that it has now is an actual video that is here.
Hello everyone, I'm Michael.
Okay, and this is the video ID, right? It's for you or whatever. And if we look here, it's this is the actual AK, yeah? This is the real video ID. Okay, so the good thing is we filtered out the shorts, so we're not gonna get any more shorts, which is great. But we seem to now have another problem of 404, the video identified by the code could not be found. Okay, if I make this 100, yeah, no, that's not gonna work, is it? Oh, this is object. So let's just do dot to JSON string. And what you notice is video ID is already written there. So in actuality, we don't want it to be that. We just want the video ID itself, right? Because I don't want it to say video ID within the thing. Let me just bring this here for a second. Okay, and Command X this thing and put it there. This should run now. Finally we have success. Cool. So if we look at this, this is a bunch of stuff, and well, we want to get the comments. Like that's the whole idea, right, behind this, is we want to get the comments. Now it's a little bit messy because if you go check the comments, you see how it's like, yeah, great stuff. As a member of your school, I searched for a template that you referred to in each module in your classroom community. Do you have your direct link? Because I came up with nothing. Maybe you haven't put it on there yet. Hey Nick, okay, so what? I designed a banner for your channel to match the some stuff we just want to ignore when we're, trying to find high signal data. But first we need to clean it up. So go to code node, code in JavaScript, paste in the code, which is already in the description and everything is there. Now pin this, run this. Okay. What I'm actually going to do is, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So what we have here now, oh, by the way, so when this does error, we just want it to go back and continue again. So it's just like that. But it won't error now. We fixed the video ID. So as you can see, it's cleaned up the comments. Now we can see, we can read them. Great work, a lot of value. Thanks, Nick. Another great video. Yada yada yada. Perfect. That's all fine. So if we want to just sum up, what do we have right now? Right now, I'm going to put a set field just so we can check at this point what's the data that we have. We go to the loop node, the HTTP request node, sorry. No. Yeah, we have a title, we have the ID, and now we have the comments. So if I just execute this step, just press clear execution and run this from the start. It's going to go through just fine, don't worry about that. Okay, So we have the title, we have the video ID, and we have the comments, which is pretty much all the things that we really need right now. Now, what do we want to do? Well, from the comments, we want a GPT analysis of the comments, right? Of the comments. And so actually what we want to do is delete this from here, move this set node. This will go back in there as well, but that will connect to, that will be the done, right? So on done, it's gonna come and give us this. So you can see if I clear the execution data and I run this, yeah, obviously it skipped over a bunch of them because I've pinned the data, and it's just gonna be a whole, they're all gonna be the same, okay? They're all the same because, well, because I pinned this, right? Because I pinned it, but you don't, in reality you're not gonna have it pinned, or you're not gonna have anything pinned, but just to show you what it would look like. So it goes through the whole thing, and you get this. We get the title, the video ID, and we get the comments. Okay? Perfect. So what I think I'll do is actually I'll unpin this. Alright, I'll unpin this. I'll just extend this a bit here. I'm gonna put a limit on this one, and I'm gonna set it to 3. Okay, I'm gonna put it on 3 just so you guys can actually watch this run live right now, and we'll have only one item come in here. Alright, cool. So you see it filtered out these, and what we got here is only, wait, we should have only one though, isn't it? Because first items 5-8 that replace full-time employees. So it took in all of these, right? And it took in all of these, and it should only have released out 3 items. This is 1, this is 2. Is Claudebot overhyped? Oh, so let's just go for 2 then. Okay, run it again. Okay, so I see the problem. I hope I don't know if you guys see the problem. On realizing that it isn't a short, it goes back, right, to try again for a new one, which is fine. On error, it goes back to try for a new one, but this one should not be trying for a new one. You know, this one should only have 1 item there, and this should be a set node that would be here in this place. So if I run this again, we should actually only be getting this stuff, and we can get the video title from the node before this. Not the HTTP request, the edit fields. That title can go there if I execute that step. Okay, so what's gonna happen is now we're gonna have ChatGPT do an analysis of this data. So I'm actually gonna go with Gemini. I'm just gonna go with Gemini. I'm gonna say message a model. I'm gonna message a model. I'm gonna choose oh wow, look at that. You can finally, whoa. Was that always there? That makes life so much easier. You don't have to use HTTP request anymore. Alright, sorry. I'm gonna go with 2.5 Pro, yeah? And I'm gonna just paste in a system prompt that I've already written before. Okay? And it's just gonna be nothing crazy, but it's in the description if you want to use it. Expression, I'm gonna make this a model prompt, paste it in. You are this, your data environment, ruthless filtering, authority building, strategic business title, tone, output format. And what we'll do here is we'll put a number 4, which is that we're going to say prioritize audience pain over support. Okay, we want to solve real pain problems. And number 5, what we'll do is we'll say quantity equals quality. Having a single comment about a pain point does not qualify as a signal for you to create an idea based on a comment. There must be multiple comments pointing to that pain. Okay, so we can say something like that, which is fine, and then we need to pass it the actual stuff, which if we look at this thing, we actually did it very well. So we're going to add message. This will be user. I'm going to say here's the title, alright. I'm going to say this is the video comments. Okay, it's like this, comments right there. I'll put it just like this. Okay, that will do an analysis on everything that on everything that we needed to pretty much do. And I don't think there's anything that we need to do after that. I suppose we could run this now once and have a look at what it outputs. I'll just pause it in the meantime. Okay. Based on my analysis provided, I have identified 2 actionable business signals amidst the noise. The majority of comments consider generic phrases, technical feedback from the video, yada yada yada. Reproducible business systems. A viewer explicitly asked for a step-by-step breakdown of how the creator's client acquisition process, indicating pain point around the business operations of AI consultancy. And number 2, the value proposition clarity. A viewer compared the creator's work to traditional system analysis, highlighting a potential gap in the audience's understanding of the unique high-value nature of identity implementation. Here are the YouTube video concepts designed to address these signals. Okay. So if I just unpin this for a second, and I pin this here, I'm not entirely sure if this code node is going to actually format this correctly. Like what's in here, I truly do not know. But if I run it, what do we get in the output? Yeah, but I don't want to have to. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So I suppose what we would just say is that we wanted to output specific JSON. So you see, it's gotten a lot of stuff out right now, which is perfectly fine. But here's what we're gonna do is I'm gonna copy all this. Okay, I'm gonna open Gemini. I'm gonna say, based on this text, write me, based on this output from an LLM, write me a JSON schema to give it to follow to structure the output. I'll paste this in and I'll say, yeah, we'll just, honestly, it's not going to be that much work. I've put it on Pro, so it should probably do a pretty good job. Based on my super validated, I've identified two actionable insights and missed or whatever. So this is very nice, very good, but it's not very structured right now, and we need it to be more structured. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to say output content as JSON. I wonder if that will work, just that alone. Interesting. Let's see if that will work. Let's run it. Video concept required. So I'm gonna ask. I want to ask it: is this dynamic? Like if the agent finds more or less stuff, this schema will still work? That is a question. As you can see, the output as JSON did not work at all, and there's a reason for that. Anyways, let's go here, model. We need to bring this up. It needs to be before the user. And I'm gonna say here, output your content. Right, I'm gonna say, yeah, you must output your content as the following JSON. And I will go here. You don't need to change the schema if it finds one signal or 50. Perfect. So if I copy this and I put this as an expression so I can see it here, we have it. I'm going to get rid of this. Schema for AI consulting, YouTube strategy based on signal analysis. Alright. Cool. Go again. We've now said you must output your content. Okay, this is the following schema. We've given it all this stuff, so I actually hopefully want to see a structured output. Anyways, the next part is going to be Google Sheets, and we're just going to say append a row in sheet. Okay. Right now it's obviously not going to work. And now if I go here and I open sheet, press blank spreadsheet, we go look at this. What do we have? We have title, signal, expert solution, authority angle, and hire me CTA. So this didn't work. It's given us JSON, like, you know, not the actual thing. You must output your content as the following JSON. Type, description, signal analysis. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's just start with signal analysis. Okay, I'm gonna say flatten the schema. We need mainly this, and here we will say output content as JSON. Add option output maximum drop, output randomness. System message. Add a built-in tool. No. Okay, so let's try this new thing. We'll just put it there like that and try it again. For the sheet, we'll deal with that later. I want to hopefully see it execute, and I want to see it return proper JSON. This thing will just not give us structured JSON. You know what? I think I know what the problem is, right? So let's do this instead. Let's put an LLM chain. Okay. Let's put an LLM chain. Let's attach the Gemini 2.5 Pro model. 2.5 Pro, 2.5 Flash Lite, 2.5 Pro. Alright, let's have that there. Let's copy this prompt here. It's going to be this. Paste that in there. That's fine. I'm going to require specific output format, which means I can attach a structured output parser, which means I can define this by a schema, which means I can paste the schema in there and not have it here. And I can delete this. And now let's try this again. Alright, in the meantime, let's deal with the Google Sheets. I have a sheet already with titles, signal, expert solution authority, angle, CTA, and then these two which just appear automatically. And so I'm going to just copy this ID from this sheet, which is this here, or actually I can get it from the, boom, finally, I'm telling you, output parsers never fail. Title, signal, expert solution authority, angle, hire me, CTA. So I pin this, I go here, sheets, append row and sheet. I'm gonna pick it from my distribution. I'm gonna call it's in the YouTube ideas sheet, map each column manually, title to title, signal to signal, expert solution to expert solution, authority, angle, hire me, CTA. I don't need these two because these will come automatically. Execute this last step. And I go check my distribution. As you can see, if I go here, the repeatable system we used to land our first high ticket AI clients. So, I mean, if you look at this, it got more than one, but this only, forget AI prompts. This one only gave us that one. So what I think I need to do actually is just clear the execution data and run it from the start. Because if you look at it, what we've taken here is 0, right? Which isn't exactly what we're looking for, you know? So I'm just going to delete that for a second. Because what I want is, I want the so we have this as one item. So I'm going to go split, and we're going to split video concepts. All right, perfect. And now I'm going to bring back the sheet, append row in sheet. Go here. We're going to pick distribution, YouTube ideas, the title, the signal, the expert solution, the authority angle, and this call to action here. And I'm going to delete these two. And now I'm going to run this from the start. And I'm going to go look here. And we should see now more than one row to come in. All right, we got these couple of rows here. If we get AI prompts. And you can see it's like a savvy viewer commented. What he's describing basically what systems analysis does, just more focus on AI implementation. Presence of a chief admin officer in the comments indicates C-level like executives are watching, and their primary concerns are operational efficiency, cost reduction, scale up. Like, look at this. This is a system right here. Like, this is insane, right? So this is like good. This is good. This is high quality stuff. So you can see what we've done here. Well, we've pretty much done this entire thing, right? We did this. Like, we actually just did this right now. We checked people important in the niche. We found out what they're making, found the response to what they're making, and we got high signal real data from it. So obviously I'll go ahead and remove all those pins, and now you can set it on a schedule trigger. Right, so every day at, every day at 6 in the morning, okay, every day at 6 a.m., this is gonna run. All right, I'm gonna just connect it here, 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 and delete this trigger. So every day at 6 a.m., you publish it. Every day at 6 a.m., it runs. So anyways, hope you liked it.